him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Smack-a-macabre, it's time for the only news that matters. And HarperCollins publisher has set an October 22nd, 2024 release date for Brothers, a new book from legendary Van Halen drummer Alex Van Halen. The 384-page book is categorized under Biography and Autobiography and currently has the list price of $32. Alex and Eddie Van Halen formed the band Mammoth in Pasadena, California in 1972 and then renamed it Van Halen when the singer David Lee Roth joined the band and later bassist Michael Anthony. And it was David Lee Roth that wanted to call the band Van Halen. Van Halen was one of the biggest rock bands in the countries in the 80s with hits like Running with the Devil, Dance the Night Away, Hot for Teacher, Panama, and Jump. The group, which later featured the horrible Sammy Hagar, was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2007. And I, not too happy of Van Halen being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but yeah, Sammy Hagar belongs in there. Definitely belongs in there. According to modern drummer, Alex was instrumental to Van Halen's electrifying, dramatic sound, leading the rhythm sections on such standout hits like Ain't Talking About Love, Unchained, and Panama. His double bass pedal works throughout Hot for Teacher was deeply influential. And back in 2021, Hagar said that he had tried to reach out to Alex after Eddie's death, but that he was rebuffed. Actually, back in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, he doesn't stop talking about how Alex doesn't want to talk to him. He says, Alex just seems like he doesn't want to communicate with anybody. Michael Anthony has reached out and I reached out many times. I don't know. I'm sure he's still in pain with the whole thing, but I'm not dogging him. Yes, you are. I'm just saying he just doesn't want to be friends or doesn't want to communicate. I don't know why. We don't know why. But we've got to the rest of our lives to work this out. All right. Why doesn't these idiots that interview Hagar say, look, I'll tell you why. Because of all the crap you wrote in your stupid book. Because of all the shit you said in countless interviews bashing the brothers. That's why. God, why doesn't anybody wake this idiot up? You know, when Alex turned 68 in May of 2021, he shared this statement. He said, first birthday without you, Ed. The view from my drum set will never be the same. VH forever. Yeah, Eddie passed away back in October of 2020 at St. John's Hospital in Santa Monica, California, which was the same hospital that Randy Rhoads was born in. And also Neil Peart died at the same hospital. Anyway, Alex was by his side, as was Eddie's son, Wolfgang. The Axeman died from complication due to cancer. His son confirmed it. Eddie's final Instagram post was a tribute to Alex on May 8th, 2020. The guitarist shared a black and white photo of him and his brother to the followers to wish the drummer a happy birthday. He said, happy birthday, Al, love ya. And in early 2022, it was confirmed that Alex had been in talks with Roth and guitarist Joe Satriani to put on a special show in honor of Eddie. Notice no Sammy Hagar involved? However, Wolfgang later said that it was in such an early stage that it never even got off the ground. All right, yes. I'm interested in this book, but, will Alex fire back at Sammy? Because I would love that. If he doesn't want to, then that's his thing, man. But, man, I would love for Alex just to write something in that book that'll just shut his ass up already. shut up Sammy forever, you know? And if he does dog on Sammy, you know he's going to dog on Dave too. But I'm interested to read it, you know? I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure he'll say some great stuff about his brother and Wolfgang. And but, you know, Sammy Hagar, on the other hand, he needs to be put in his place. You know, he needs Alex to write something in that book to clarify why he doesn't want to talk to him. And you know, Sammy is a habitual liar. So by Sammy saying that he's been trying to call Alex for years and years and leaving him voicemail for years and years and he doesn't call him back, I kind of don't believe that. I believe he did it once, maybe twice the most. And then just lies like he always does. And, you know, to make Al look bad. I tried over and over and over and over again. He doesn't want to talk to me. It's just like the David Lee Roth thing with him. He loves to bash on Dave. You know, Dave's this, Dave that. Hey, Dave, motherfucker, why don't you come out and join us on the show, on this tour we're doing? And Dave was like, all right, let's do it. And he's like, wait, no. I don't want you here. Then why'd you invite him? You invited him to make him look bad, just like you make Alex look bad, just like you made Eddie look bad. You know, you're just a piece of crap that I don't understand. I mean, well, I do understand. People are stupid. You know, I see a lot of people online say, Sammy is a great guy. Sammy's a genuine guy. Sammy's this, Sammy's that. You either do not do your homework on this douchebag, or you're a complete imbecile. That would explain why you protect this idiot. And in the end, whether Alex badmouths Sammy or not, it's great to know that Sammy will be squirming in his shoes till the release of that book. And I really do hope he bashes him, because nobody deserves to be bashed more than the guy that's been bashing you and your brother for many, many years and in the book. And the reason... And I know that's the reason he doesn't want to talk to Sammy anymore. Sammy's the enemy, man. Sammy's a piece of crap, you know? And I hope he bashes the hell out of him. Well, anyway, Alex Van Halen rules. Unfortunately, he's pretty underrated because his brother was so amazing. But I think Alex was just as amazing. Listen to his drum work on Out of Love Again. I mean, listen to what he's doing during that song. It sounds like, you know, a whole drum solo. I mean, he's got this sound, you know, that only Alex Van Halen has with the cymbals and stuff. And believe me, man, every time I saw Van Halen live, man, I focused on Alex Van Halen. The guy is just godly. And, you know, he's never played with anybody but Edward, you know. And maybe that's why it was so godly, that connection they both had. Kind of like, you know, Dime and Vinny. They both had that special connection, musical connection. And yeah, Alex Van Halen is definitely an extremely underrated drummer who for well over a decade has ignored the press, hasn't done any interviews, even when Van Halen was active. You know, even Dave wasn't even talking much. But it's been a weird situation with Van Halen since the last time they really went out there and promoted stuff was with Gary Cherone on, you know, the Van Halen 3 album that bombed. And, man, I think that's what killed Van Halen right there as far as, like, not giving a fuck anymore. You know, I mean, A Different Kind of Truth is an amazing album. I love it, but it was Wolfgang pushing his dad to do it, because I don't think they would have done anything if it wasn't for Wolfgang, you know. So it's been after the debacle of Van Halen 3 and how they had to get rid of Cherone and bring Sammy back, and that was a nightmare, and then bring Dave back, and whether that was a nightmare or not, that's the most money Van Halen ever made out on tour when Dave got back. Sammy wouldn't want you to know that. What do you all think of this whole thing? What do you think? Do you think Alex is going to spill the beans, attack Hagar? I sure hope so. You know, he's going to have to attack Dave too, which, you know, I understand as well. I may be the Dave defender, and Sammy Hagar sucks, Diamond Dave rules, but at the end of the day, there would have never been a Vangina if it wasn't for David Lee Roth's huge ego for leaving the band. If he would have never left, we would have never had Sammy Hagar and Vangina. So David Lee Roth is to blame. A lot of people say, hey man, Eddie wrote the music, you're going to blame Eddie too. Yeah, I blame Eddie, Sammy, and David Lee Roth. All of them. That's how I feel. How do you feel? Please leave it in the comments below. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I really would love for you to be a subscriber to my channel. And if you are a subscriber to my channel, take a look and see if you're still subscribed. Because people have been complaining that they've been getting unsubscribed to my channel. And I don't know what's the deal with that. So, check it out. See if you're still subscribed. If you're not, please resubscribe. I would totally appreciate that. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.